hello and welcome to the Trans Nation Tuesday League. I'm your host as always, DXT Hobo. Joined me, my right hand man, DXT Neevo. Other than being sweaty and hot, Dal, how you doing?
I'm actually going to change my thing to DXT Sweaty, I think. I think it just suits the occasion. But other than that, I'm alright. Like, it is what it is. I'd rather be cool. I actually roll on winter.
Mate, same. I'm exactly the same boat.
I hate summer anyway. And the thing, like, with the UK, like, everyone moans, like, oh, it always rains in the UK. Yeah, but I'll tell you what, when we get some hot days, we get disgustingly hot days. And it's not comfortable. The air is thick, it's humid. And, I
think it's not even a fact. It's not even a fact it's just hot, it's the humidity that's killing me at the moment.
Yeah, that's the problem. Patrick had a good idea though. Make my t-shirt soaking wet and put it on. I was actually tempted to like wrap up an ice pack in it and then like try and tie it to my head, but
it's quite a good idea.
Solid,
in all fairness, quite clever.
It was something tempted. Yes, TP. We are the commentators for the Saturday League as well. Hey. However, I'm still not too sure because it's quite late, and honestly on Saturday last time I was actually falling asleep commentating. And I think so was Jake.
I was fine.
So yeah, Hobo was fine. I mean, so I'll have to find. I'll have to see how I do this Saturday, and if it's a similar sort of thing, I might have to think about it differently. But I'll wait and see. It's enjoyable. Obviously, I love commentating, so I don't want to stop it. But if I keep falling asleep, it's not going to be enjoyable for anyone.
No, exactly. Alright, so this is our first official race. Bearing in mind, Australia did have a lot of lobby issues. So, welcome guys if you're new to this or if you're driving. I'm going to quickly run down who is in which car so you know who to look out for. On my list on here I've got Killer Brent, but at the moment he's been replaced by Speedy number 25 in the Mercedes, along with his teammate Sharu. So they're going to be your Mercedes drivers. Only got one car in the Ferrari today, and that is Dexterous, but I don't think he's here. Alex, you're breathing really heavily by the way.
Am I?
Yeah.
My mic's me probably.
That is Dexterous.
Oh, actually, it could be my fan.
Is the Ferrari driver?
Cuddling it.
Ah, might be a fan. So in the Ferrari we've got Prof Pratek. So if I get that wrong, Prof Pratek will be in the Ferrari today. In the Red Bull, we're meant to have Shumaskin and Carted Boy. Shumaskin is in. I don't see Carted Boy, so he'll be on his own. In the McLaren, we got meant to have Xeri and Creminio. As you can see, Creminio there is here today, but Xeri is not. Probably got too drunk.
He did say earlier when he couldn't make it, but yeah, it's probably because he's
probably too drunk.
Wasted.
Both drivers from the Renault are here, being Scotty here and being Decky, or his name's now Dean. Dejan, as he's got a J in it. But apparently it's pronounced Dean.
It's Dean.
No, it's got a J. It's Dejan.
Yeah, I've already been through this conversation. Me and him spoke for about an hour about how to pronounce his name.
But his name's Decky. Well, Decky. The Decky, the Tyre King, as he would always be known. In the Force we're meant to have in the Force India was Young Lights and Tainsley. Tainsley is not here, but as you can see, Young Lights is in that lovely pink car.
Tainsley is going to miss qualifying, but will be here for the race.
Oh, there we go. So he was starting at the back.
He is in the lobby. Yeah, he's just
probably gone for a shower or something.
He's only just got back in, I think.
Oh, that's not too bad.
And then the update as well. So
yeah, the update has screwed everyone up today. In the Alpha Tauri, we've got TP, who is here. TP 2404. And we have Patrick, aka Seizen no Keifu. Seizen, again, both them drivers are here. In the Haas, we've got our past champion, Holter. How would you put it?
What?
What's the word? Like he's
current title holder.
Current title holder. There we go. Current holder.
Tuesday regional title holder.
Yeah, Amar Singh.
Mr. Amar Singh.
Woo! He's in the Haas with his teammate Get Carter. Both of them are here.
He's in the Alfa Romeo.
Sorry, what am I talking about? I'm reading the next line. So yeah, he's in the Alfa Romeo, apologies. In the Haas, we haven't got anyone, I don't think, listed, so no one's covered for that one.
No, there's no one in the Haas.
And then finally, in the Williams, we have your Never Walk Alone Matty with his teammate DXT Monster Blue. I believe, I've not seen Monster Blue, I've just seen Matty. But we have got Twitch TV Claus filling in with the Williams. I'm not sure if that's a driver change, or if that's, I'm not too entirely sure. But we have Twitch TV Klaus. Is it Klaus or Claus? How am I saying that? Oh, sorry, interrupting you. Singh just retired from the race.
Well,
I'm not too sure where that was on track.
he?
He has retired very early on. I'm going to jump on board with the...
I don't... Oh, he has gone off as well.
He has actually spun.
Right, hang on.
He must have hit this curb here.
Yeah, he's in the wall. He's the death curb.
The death curb
again.
I jumped on board with Young Lights there to see that. So that won't be a poll for Marsing today.
Well, yeah, that's Marsing just put the F word in chat, so yeah, that's accidental.
Oh, so I'm going to send the link to the stream as well. There's a couple of guys asking for it. 1 second.
Yes. So people have been asking like why we're not streaming on YouTube. So on my PS4, I don't know what it is. I've never had enough time to put into it. But when I try to log into YouTube, I have to try and accept these terms and conditions to stream. Now, when I try and accept these terms and conditions, it makes me want to go to download a browser. So I've downloaded like every single browser that I have on offer. You know, there's Mozilla Firefox, there's Google Chrome, there's Safari, and all the other ones that are there. And it still doesn't. And then it comes up with literally like hieroglyphics, and I can't accept the terms and conditions. So, I just haven't bothered. YouTube is a terrible, terrible streaming service. Twitch is better. And there you go.
In my opinion, I prefer streaming on Twitch, and then what I do, I just download the commentary,
yeah, exactly,
and then put it on our YouTube channel. Don't forget, if you want to watch any other commentaries that we do, or even races, our YouTube channel is DXT TV Live, and that's our YouTube channel. Obviously, you can follow individual racers like us each day of the week.
If you follow us on Twitch, and you'll know when we're going live and when we're racing. But just for a heads up, I race on Friday nights at 10 PM in the DXD League, and then again on Saturday night at 9 PM I race in Tier 1 assists, and then at the moment commentating Tier 2 no assists, which is just after my race. It starts about 11, the commentating. So again, unless I get YouTube working to do it on the Transnation channel, it will be through here. I'll have to look at it more on my PlayStation, or see if there's another way I could do it, maybe through like PlayStation, like on my browser or something, but I don't know. It's been annoying, and I just don't care for YouTube.
Yeah, I'm the same, so I'll commentate again, obviously today, day off tomorrow, don't commentate or race till tomorrow, and then DXT Friday, but I race on the Xbox, then commentate on the Trans Nation T2 now it will be, T2 race on the Saturday League. I'll be doing that, followed by my race in T1, and then hopefully we'll jump on board with Alex to do his PS4 commentary. See, I'm all over the shop, mate. Look at me, I'm on all different consoles, commentating on everything, mate.
So I'm just on board with Twitch TV Claws at the moment, seeing what he's going to do. Didn't seem too confident. Let's just go around watching.
No, he didn't, did he? So I'll quickly run down what's going on at the moment as well. Obviously, Creminio is the bar setter at the moment on a 126.028. Brilliant time from him. Very closely though is Sharu on a 126.091. So literally a couple of thousandths of a second they're separated by there. But actually, everyone is very close. If you look at the timings.
Yeah, I was just looking at the times. It's actually really close. Top 6 all in the 126s. TP on the 127.1. Yeah, I mean, and that's all just after the first runs. Obviously, we all know it's going to get quicker, so...
Oh no, Young Lights.
Oh no, Claus has done the death curb. Oh, he kept it out the barrier. Well done. Well done.
I will say, Young Lights is set his time on mediums.
Yeah.
So so his time on a 126.5 is going to be extremely quick once he gets onto them soft tyres.
He's on his wheel as well. He seems like he found a lot of pace on the wheel, we were saying, so...
We knew he was making that transition, weren't we? Over to the wheel. Last game.
Yeah.
I do love my wheel. You can't beat
Claus has
it.
abandoned his lap, which is fair enough. Obviously, it was kind of ruined after that. That's unlucky, Claus, but plenty of time left to get out there, do another run or two. Getty Carter's not even left the pitch yet.
That black Mercedes looks beautiful in this light.
Yeah, it really is a nice livery.
Currently on board with.
You're right, actually. The
glistens.
The black. Yeah, it really stands out. Proper pops. So I'm just currently on board with Sharu. He's on his outlap speed. He's actually on a fast lap. So
I'm on board with Speedy at the moment. Yeah, I'm on Speedy at the moment. As he goes around the second and third corners, DRS is wide open.
I'm going to follow Drone then, or Young Lights. About to come around to start his next flying lap.
So far, Speedy's got a personal best around sector 1, 2 tenths faster. At the moment, he's looking to be in that 1-2 mark. Doing very well now. Okay, the difficult corner here as he breaks for it about 3 times. You've got to break for this corner onto the DRS straight. Takes that beautifully there. There's a yellow ahead of him, but I believe that is just someone getting out of the way. Yes, it is. It saves an okay through. Get out of the way there. Well done. Crosses the next sector line. We'll see how much he's up. If he avoids that death curb, he does. 10th up. He's 10th up on his side. He's cut the corner and he's binned it. That's it. Not binned it, but he's binned his lap. He was up on his lap, and that will be a reset.
How much Jerome's up on his lap time on the soft tyres, obviously. Let's see what he's going to do here. Just waiting for the sector to finish. Oh my god, this middle sector is so long, I swear.
I went to jump onto Cremenio, but he's
almost a second up.
Wow.
He's almost a second up, so he's going to be, if it goes how it is, we're looking at 125. I'm going to say he's going to go for a 125.4, I think.
Oh.
I'm going to believe in him. I'm going to say 125.4.
TP.
I think he's going to gain a little bit as well.
TP just gone 1,000th of a second faster than Sharu there.
Oh my days, look, 125.4.
Banging.
Oh, what a guess.
Well done.
What a guess that was. But yeah, that's a lovely lap from Jerome. That was looked pretty clean as well, pretty much all the way through. I've got pictures of chat. Yeah, to be fair, Mark, I kind of agree. There's a couple cars I'm not... I just don't really like the racing point. It's not that I dislike pink, it just seems quite scatty. Other than that, most of the cars do look actually relatively smart. Oh, and the nose cone on the Renault. I don't like the curved nose cone, but other than that, I always like the Renault colour schemes.
It's coming on board with Sharu as he crosses the line. He's on his outlap, so he's not going to... Apparently he's on outlap. I thought it was his fast lap. Yeah, it was. So you go 125.799. That must have been a little glitch there. Puts him second place. But look, if you look at the gap between TP... Oh, it was... The gap between TP and Sharu was literally 0.001 of a second.
Yeah.
Ridiculously close.
So we've got Matthew on an outlap. He's coming around the death curb corner right now. Oh, he's on mediums, however.
I'm on board with Decky, who's just behind him, the tyre king. Coming on them soft tyres, probably make them last about 56 laps now in Decky.
Oh my days, I'm on board with Matty. Oh, has that done his winging? Literally, I might have said you've got to be careful of the commentator's curse now, and I'm literally on board with Matty, and what does he do? He loses it on the last corner before he starts his lap.
Oh, Sharu's left for some reason.
Yeah. Maybe I shouldn't watch people. Maybe I should just start closing my eyes and flicking through. Goran supporting Decky here. And you're right, Goran, Decky is the tyre king. The guy makes his tyres last like a whole season.
It's ridiculous.
It is mental.
Carol Baskin. Pirelli. Have you actually watched that yet, Alex? Tyre king?
No.
Oh, my days.
No, I've watched like 1 or 2 episodes of it actually, but I literally just...
It's got
mate, I don't understand rednecks. I'm sorry if anyone's American here, but rednecks, man, it's always, I don't know, they're crazy.
They are a different species, the redneck.
It's literally, there's like humanity, and then there's rednecks.
So I'm going to jump on board with Sazen. Sazen just about to cross the line. Oh, no, never mind, he's invalidated it. A commentator's curse hits again. I just transferred over to him.
We should literally just not bother.
On board with Decky again.
I'm on board with Decky, but I didn't want to say I'm on board with Decky because I wanted to finish his lap.
That yellow does look nice. Shrew's joined back, this is good. There's a pink car. Oh, look, there's a bit of a contact there between... Yeah, it was, between Patrick and Young Lights there. Oh, Tainsley's just... Tainsley just retired from session.
Yeah, because he can't qualify, can he?
No, he's there.
Yeah, but he joined at the start, and I don't know why it's not. I don't know.
No, he's actually on track. Decky's on track.
Tainsley.
Tains is on track. He just crashed with a Ferrari.
Oh, he didn't manage to get his car then. Ah, okay.
Yeah, so both of them are out at the moment. I don't know what happened there. It looked like on my screen that Ainsley was a stopped stationary car and the Ferraris hit him. Not too sure what happened there between them two. So guys, if you are in the chat, let us know. Speaking of which, I need to get my chat open.
I've got a bug on my screen at the moment. I've got the fastest lap as Speedy still. So
mine's correct, so it's all good.
Yeah, it'll change when it starts.
Yeah.
On board with Young Lights again, about to coming round to start his last flying lap. See if he can improve on his time. Just watch him as he goes down the back straight before the last corner.
Oh, I'm just on board with Twitch and he invalidates his time. Unlucky there, Twitch.
He hasn't done bad though.
No, not bad.
And here we go, on board now with Jerome. Currently sitting on provisional pole position. Is he going to increase his gap?
Carmenio. I have literally cursed everyone. I jumped on board with Carmenio and he's invalidated at the last sector. I'm sorry guys, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to get a good lap. Alright, who else can we jump on board with?
Jerome's going to be up. He is 2 temps up currently. This could be a really fast lap from Jerome if he keeps it neat and tidy for the rest of it. And if he follows come in, I will note them in a second. Just want to stay on board with Jerome, see what he's going to do. Let's get ready to check out his split time in a minute as well. Okay, coming around to the end of sector 2. Check his split time. He's still 2 temps up on his time, so okay. If he nails this last corner, he's going to improve.
Giroux has to be very careful here.
Oh, Giroux!
I knew that was coming. I was on board with Giroux and he was completely on the racing line.
That could be. Oh dear, that was yeah, and he's okay. That was ruined then. That was unlucky. That was pretty much guaranteed. I might literally put in my chat. Well, this race might not be down to the drivers, and I literally think we need to be careful who we watch here.
Yeah.
Right.
It's down to us. I think I was on board with Giroux the whole time as well.
I know, and I'm on board with Jerome. Yeah, Jerome, that was really unlucky. I'm not quite sure what Giroux was doing there. He should have known you were coming, or at least be off the racing line.
It looked like he slowed down, but I don't know why.
Was he trying to give him a slip? No, they're not even teammates.
No, not teammates. I don't know why he did that. Whether it was tactical reasons, because obviously he's fighting for pole, I don't know. But
it's possible.
You never know.
But that seemed a bit pathetic considering Jerome can now clip that. And he could even clip that from my stream. Like,
and my stream as well, yeah.
And your stream. And Giroux would, could possibly get a penalty.
Well, possibly. I'm assuming that would be a penalty for blocking on track. But, well, hey ho, we're not stewards on this chat, in this race. Giroux does set a purple sector 2. Yeah.
Yeah, see, this is why. He's getting ready to start his fast lap. But by doing that, he's also impeded Jerome in doing it. So.
Oh no, Shimerskin is about to do the same thing to Giroux. He's right in the way now. Unless they're doing a slipstream, I'm not too sure.
I doubt it. Oh well, it's possible, but does he take pole though? Does he take pole?
A confirmation chat. My chat at the moment is not working. I don't know why it won't load up, but I'm just going to try and reset Twitch. So bear with me, guys.
Okay. So Giroux does not improve on his time. Again, was again. I mean, to be fair, it did kind of come back around. He blocked Jerome and then he got blocked himself. So
Tainsley just commented that is bang out of order. Sierra.
Yes.
Oh, so we've got Crom's retirement. So we are in the end of the session.
Get Carter said that he screwed up his lap, and I can see that, Carter, because if I start up here at number 1, I have to click my trigger so many times. Can you hear that? Just to get down to where you were. Unlucky, man. Unlucky.
On board with TP. Can he go for the top guys up top? He goes third. 125.970.
Nice lap. Look at the gap zone. That's close, all the way down. Wait, Speedy on it. Speedy's on a lap as well, and he is slightly up. Let's see what Speedy can finish. Is he going to pip himself any further up?
There's that young Lance was trying to get around quicker.
He's backed out.
On board with Shimmer Skin, see what he can do.
Who else is going on? Matty's in the pits. Decky's finished.
He's going into the pits as well. I think that'll be everyone, I believe.
I think it's pretty much it. I mean, Claus has gone out, and there is kind of a weird time thing going on sometimes where if you cross the line, even if it as it reaches 0, you can still get your lap in. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's kind of this weird thing going on. Carter told me to F off. Bit rude.
A bit rude, Carter. Jesus.
Jeez,
Just saying what it is, you know. Jeez.
Yeah, calling out, I see it. Lucky for you, Carter. I know that you've got pace, so it happens, man. I kind of sympathise with you because my qualifying's terrible anyway, so I can't really even comment. But
my race is terrible, so I'm good.
Young Lights is currently up on his time again. Managed to get in and get out. So let's see what he.
I don't know how though, because on mine I saw him cross the line. And he had enough. His time was already up, so.
Again,
maybe our boards have. Screwed up.
But no blocking this time. So let's see what he comes up with.
There we go, 125
flat. Look at that.
Brilliant time there.
Lovely.
I was half expecting TP to pull out in front of him then. Not gonna lie. Just for the bants.
So we're pretty much, well...
Obviously after he crossed the line, before I get all of Young Lights fans out after me.
Because there was some time remaining on the session. Actually, it might time him out actually, let's wait and see. It might time out Claus. Yeah, it's timed him out. But it still lets you kind of go around, it's really annoying.
Okay, so Tainsley just messaged me. You can join mid-quali now.
Yeah. You can join mid-quali, and also obviously spectators and other people can invite. It's really...
Okay, really so Tainsley, what happens between you and the Ferrari of Professor Pratek? Because we did see you kind of stop on track, and then he's hit you, so... We're interested to see what happened there. As we go through the quali, before I forget, in pole position, Young Lights in the racing point. Giroux comes up second, TP in third, Creminio in fourth, fifth is Speedy, sixth is Matty, seventh is Decky, eighth is Claus, ninth is Scotty, Shimmerskin is 10th, Prof is, I can't change it in lower, Prof is 11th, Get Carter in 12th, Patrick in the 13th, Taisley in 14th. I have to wait and see. Amar, well, obviously Amar was in that lonely 15th place.
You almost forgot about Amar.
Really forgot about Amar. Because you don't expect him to be that low down on the grid, do you?
No,
so Tainsley's spot on the second curb of death wasn't the one we're used to, and I think the Ferrari was close behind him, and that was all she wrote.
Okay, fair enough. Let's quickly, before we start the race, obviously there's formation up to come anyway, let's hit the chat up. Jerome said, choose a joke. I mean, it's really unfortunate. It's not really on.
Whether he had connection issues into the slight defence, because he's lagging a little bit on my end, but I don't know.
I mean, it's hard as well. He's preparing for his lap, so he obviously wasn't paying much attention to what was coming down.
But you should be paying attention to what's behind it, to be honest.
You should be paying attention. But I think at the same time, Jerome, I think you went out there and done a better lap. So you got the pole. Your lap was probably arguably better than the one that was blocked. So it's not ideal. Like I said, you've got all the proof you need if you wanted to clip it and anything like that. What else we got? And Thierry just said he's fucking quick. My God. Yeah, fair play. So this will be an interesting race, I think, because there's a few people out of position.
There is.
The lap times were quite quick, so if we're looking down at the back here, scroll all the way down. Oh, there's Get Car. Oh, sorry. If we go back to the back, obviously, with Amar crashing out.
I was drinking then.
With Amar crashing out, obviously, he'd arguably be the favourite for the races. Obviously, there are other people. It's between there's like 4 or 5 people that could win these races, but Amar's obviously always up there. He's at the back of the grid after crashing out. Gone for the medium tyres, so.
There we go. The pit strategy come on as well. So they're protected a 2-stop to either go soft, medium, or soft, medium.
Yes.
I think there is a third option, which is the soft hard, but whether that will be faster or not, I don't know. I believe the 2-stop is a lot faster on this track.
The thing is, there's also, I would say, a high chance of a safety car because there's obviously the death curb.
There's 2 death curbs in this game, and don't forget.
And there's 2, so I still think we could see a safety car at the moment. Obviously, Tainsley managed to get into qualifying, but then obviously spun out and couldn't quali, so he's obviously down there as well. I think did Patrick crash out, or did he not?
No, the time was not very fast, unfortunately. Sorry, Patrick.
Okay.
But yeah, just what I'll do, run through the who's on what tyre. As you can see there, the top 8 all decided to go on softs, along with Shumaskin in 10th. They had to go on them because that's what they qualified on. Scotty qualified his time on the mediums.
On his mediums.
So that's pretty impressive.
It's
and
really
then
a good strategy call, though.
Everyone that had the option have gone for the medium tyres.
Yeah.
A lot of mixtures here.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think it's the right choice starting on the mediums for everyone outside the top 10. Interesting that Scotty's gone to the mediums and was in the top 10, but I still think that's actually an advantage for him. He's in 9th place and on the mediums.
Yeah,
the only downside I would say is his mediums was already done, I guess, a lap and a half, because you can't really count your outlap, can you? But as we can see, they're all forming up on the grid in a second. So we'll be about to get ready. Let's, what do we want?
Do you know what, it feels like I'm in Bahrain, but this heat is horrible.
Oh yeah, literally. I feel like I'm in a desert. It's pretty bad.
Okay, I'm going to jump on board a couple of cars back.
I am going to start on board with, I'll tell you what.
I'm on board with Crump. Oh, the angle just changed. What we're going to have.
I'm going to try and go from on a Omar Singh point of view to see what we can get from the back if you've got the front covered as well.
Yeah, 4 lights, 5 lights. And away we go.
But they're gone. Here we go.
Everyone gets away fairly cleanly.
Nice. That's what I wanted to see. Here we go. Now we're into this view anyway, so we
can
see them
big
all
contact there between.
Side to side. What's going on? Oh, there's bits flying everywhere. Oh my days. That is that that's Speedy in the Mercedes.
Speedy and Matty got involved in that as well. There was a big knock from Charu and Crominio.
Position. Tainsley's up to 8th. Amar Singh's up to 13th. Amar was actually kind of clever there. He could see what was going on, which is kind of, I guess, a slight bonus when you're at the back. You can kind of play it a little bit safe, but obviously Mercedes was Speedy was caught up in that, and he's now got, is that the front right end plate gone? Yup. So he's going to need to pit for a new wing. Oh, Young Lights is round. Did you see what happened to Young Lights? Was that just a spin? Hobo, you there?
I think my mic's played up a little bit because of the heat.
Well, what happened to Young Lights? Did you
No, I didn't. So yeah, he spun. There was a lot of contact at the start between Charu and Crom. Matty got involved in that in the mid pack as well. But yeah, Young Lights seemed to just spin or going into just started sector 2, and he spun again, and he's out.
No,
Young Lights has spun again. I was literally just after the death curve he has spun.
Just after.
I was on board. I'm going to try and get the replay camera on it because I just missed it. It does get on the curb a little bit.
Virtual safety car.
Oh, he made contact. Well. He made contact with the back of Charu. That's it. Yeah, back of sorry, not the back of Charu. Back of Satan no Kefu.
Oh, Patrick.
So yeah, he hit the. That's unfortunate for him. I did catch that all on the camera. The guys are coming into pits. Some new wings being changed.
Happened, I'm kind of confused here. Was my thing messed up?
Yeah, Decky's not in first.
Well, it says Crom's in first for me. Decky's in second. But then it was meant to be. It did say Claus was in third, and then Charu and.
Yeah, the timing screws up. So at the moment, the order is Charu is in first place. Yeah. Oh, here we go. So it's just fixed. Charu for first. Crominio is second. Third is Claus. Quite impressive.
That's what I wanted to say. Then it all messed up. So playing out of all of that, Claus is up to third. So a nice little start from him there. Matty's up to fourth. Obviously, Williams' teammate there. Decky's in fifth. Got Max up to sixth now. Tainsley.
Yeah, from eighth.
That's
from
a great start
down.
From what was he? 14th on the grid.
Very
Scotty
impressive.
in 7th, that's still a plus, and Amar's in 10th, but he's kept it clean, kept out of trouble, and you know he's going to be quick and on the prowl. And I won't say any more because otherwise he'll crash out.
So far, the three taking a pit stop early was TP, Get Carter, and Speedy.
Yeah, okay.
So they decided.
Get Carter must have had some damage. Right?
I think there was definite wing damage there. I think also Matty picked up some. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe it wasn't Matty. Maybe he got away with it. But there was definite carnage there as the DRS is enabled after that VSC.
So let's look at the gap. Shrews actually got a huge gap over Crom now. It's almost 2 seconds. So
that's Scotty. He's going to try to make a move, or defending a move from Tainsley there. And at the back we have.
No, I think he's got him because Max was Tainsley was in 6th.
And Shumiskin and Marsing having a nice little battle as well for 8th place.
Tainsley's looking fighty. He's going after Scotty. Oh, I can see Shumiskin and Amar here. Some nice defending from Shumiskin.
He's so far holding back the reigning champion. That's what I was looking for, the reigning champion of Amar Singh. It's funny how simple words just lose.
I'd love some rain right now.
Who mentioned rain?
If you did that, why do it?
Anyway, evil.
Anyway, back to it. We've still got Amar Singh. Let's see what he's going to do down this straight here. Is he going to go down the inside of Shumiskin, or will he have him covered off? I think he's going to have him covered off here. He hasn't quite got the straight line speed. Oh, I got a much tighter corner on that.
Let's see the gaps between the guys. Have a look there. That's better.
Oh, Shumiskin with a 3-second time penalty. That's going to put him wide here, which means Amar could get into the slipstream. Could have a little cheeky look-see down the inside. Shumiskin's not really covering him off. Doesn't feel like he needed to, and he didn't. This surely got to be it down this back straight though. Down the home stretch. Oh, and the broadcast camera has literally ruined me.
I've got you covered.
Here we go again.
Brilliant overtake there.
Fat sorted it out. Nice, simple. Amar got it done. Maybe not quite as quick as he wanted to, but he didn't risk it too much.
It's still a very early day. I think Amar's one of the drivers that understand this is a marathon, not a sprint.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're on lap 4, right? So
yeah, exactly.
That's a good thing about it. He didn't. Too many people would have tried to send one up the inside or anything to try and get him through first. Probably would have ended badly. I mean, in total as well, what is he? He's 13 seconds behind Sharu on lap 4. We know he's quick. He's got the pace to do it. I don't see why he couldn't easily catch up and be back on there. Especially what we're looking at tyre-wise. Yeah, so he's on the mediums as well, so he's actually in a good position. He's got Scotty, Tainsley and himself all on mediums in 6th, 7th and 8th. And if he can catch up to them and get past them, he'll end up taking the lead when the soft users pit.
Yeah, he will. I'm currently on board with Matty and Klaus. That little battle there in the Williams. Obviously, team orders won't necessarily come into play, even though they are in the same car. And behind them two as well, you got Decky being chased by Scotty. So 2 little team battles going on here.
I was about to say, it's coming up to the point where the softs start to go off. Like, I honestly feel like the softs are absolutely trash around Bahrain. I really don't feel that they last that long.
Matty's going to make a move on Klaus. Klaus defends the inside, but opens up the outside for an easy overtake there. But is he going to come back? He looks like he had a little look to try, but good little racing there from the Williams pair.
Yeah, we've got Scotty right behind Dean as well, and Scotty's got his DRS open. Is he going to try and go past his teammate? Not quite enough time there, but yeah, I definitely feel the mediums have the edge over the softs right now.
No, it's very close racing. I want to get my tyre up so we can see who's on what tyre as well. See, these front 5 are all on softs, so if Scotty can get past his teammate,
I don't know. I just feel like the softs go off too quickly, and that looked like Decky letting him through there. Really,
it looked like it, yeah.
Definitely. I mean, I think he's kind of understanding. Like, he's quicker than me. He's on mediums. He's got farther to go.
And here's Decky.
He's under pressure from Tainsley. I mean, yeah, but I mean, with Decky, like, you're expecting him to make those tyres last till lap 28, and then he'll pit, or like lap 27, he'll pit him for mediums and do 1 lap.
Probably would, now Decky. Tainsley is all over the back of him, though. But
I know, but look who else is on the back of him.
Singh has joined this little battle.
No Singh, no party.
Brilliant little battle
back here, and it looks like Decky's going to cover the inside. Has covered it, and Amar is literally waiting to pounce. Yeah, and Decky's going to cover off the inside again already.
If he ain't careful,
he's
going to get both of them. Oh, he's got what a switch around to the inside. Fantastic move there, and he's caught Tainsley by surprise completely.
He has indeed.
Luckily enough, Tainsley holds it off.
He does.
But that was a very cheeky move there from the Alfa
That was
Romeo.
very cheeky, but very nice. That was. This is going to play out differently. And Max has a little bit of a lock-up by the looks of things.
I had to watch that again. That was an amazing attempt.
Move. Yeah, that was really good. Obviously, Max had Decky, and then Amar almost had them both.
And up ahead, Scotty is on the back of Klaus.
He is now, yeah. Yeah, Scotty's definitely since he got past Decky, he's definitely been pushing on. He hasn't really been slowing down at all.
Klaus holding his own at the moment, though. He's got a lot of straight line speed.
Yeah. Oh, Amar did think about having a little go up the inside, but realised he didn't quite have the speed, so he's probably going to play it safe. Let's see what he's going to do. Is he going to surprise him?
He needs to hope that... Oh, if you don't take the 2, okay, I'm going to have a look for that.
No! Oh,
it's Get Carter.
Max caught the curb. I think he caught the curb there. I don't think that was any... Ooh! And Max was coming back on the track.
So at the back as well, we had Get Carter. Had a bit of a collision. Looked like we're speedy.
I didn't think they were even that close. When I saw the gap was like 5 seconds, I swear. That's why I haven't been down there yet. I was trying to keep hold of all these close gaps, but... Oh, and Amar's got Matty because Matty's in the pit, so Amar now...
Brilliant move there by Scotty to get down Klaus as well, down the long straight.
Yeah.
So one of my Twitch viewers, I'll try and read this out. Man with the fanciest pants predicted that Scotty will overtake him on that long straight. Brilliant overtake and brilliant name there. The man with the fanciest pants. I love people's Twitch
still holding
names.
his own though, like up there in 4th position, doing well. He does now have Amar chasing him down though.
He does, and Tainsley's now come out in 13th, just ahead of Get Carter.
Yeah, he's gone to the hard tyres, going to go to the end. I'll try and catch some people out. Could work, unless if there's a safety car. That's the only time it's going to ruin it, if there's a safety car.
Surprisingly, Decky came in as well. I think Decky had that, it must have had damage as well from that little battle.
I think Decky must have had some damage. So Shrew's currently out front by 4.2 seconds from Cromarino. Cromarino's still kind of keeping him honest. He is dropping back, but I mean, any little slip up from Shrew and Cromarino's going to be right back there. Scotty's looking like he's got some good pace, pulling away from Claus, and Claus now has Amar Singh right on the back of him.
Yeah, literally all he can see is Alfa Romeo.
This
should be quite an easy overtake.
He'll follow someone for a lap and then just do him down the straight. And it looks like he's going to do it. Twitch has gone into the pit, so he doesn't even need to try there. Twitch decided he's had enough.
And also, Shrew and
Cromarino
also in the pits.
So this is interesting, because now we've got Scotty in the lead, and he's only 1.1 in front of Amar Singh. So these two now
both on the same
medium tyres. Yeah, same tyres, same age. So we need to see if like Shrew and stuff are actually going to chunk out some of that gap towards him, or if Scotty and Singh still have the pace. Because if they still have the pace, this could be a very different type of race.
They need to pull out at least a 19-second gap to come in and out ahead of the pack behind.
Yeah, it's not so much about getting that really, but if they don't really catch up to them, and when they pit and they're going to have even fresher tyres, they're going to be rapid.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's it. If they can stretch these out, see what they're going to do.
Oh, Crom has gone on down the back of Satan's okay for a bit of contact there, but back into 4th place.
Oh, Jerry has a bit of a wiggle on there on his 5-lap-old mediums. That AlphaTauri car does look smart.
It does.
At the chat, we've got a couple of Decky supporters actually. We had Don saying go Decky, and there was also Goran as well. Goran Radicevic. All Decky supporters. So
Yeah, and I've got his teammates to support here.
And his fan base. Yeah, that's true.
We need to get shirts printed saying the Tiger King, make a fortune. Oh, we got a yellow.
Oh, that was
Patrick.
Who was that? Was that Patrick?
Patrick has spun on the death curb. Looks like he's okay though.
Oh, yeah. Doesn't look like he's got damage actually.
No, he might have got very lucky there.
That's very lucky. His tyres will be screaming at him, but I mean, to not have anything after that.
No, that's
very lucky.
That's very lucky. Oh, sorry, jumped up to Singh, who is now 3 tenths behind Scotty. It looks to make a move down the inside. He does.
He does. Oh, and he's done it there.
Very good overtake.
I mean, it is an overtaking manoeuvre, but it's nice to see him overtake somewhere else other than just a main straight.
Very good there. Decky's going to chase him down Prof, see if he can do the same thing. That's Amar just done to Scott. DRS will be wide open down this straight. Pulls to the inside. Makes that move stick very easily. Gets that car stopped in time. Perfect overtake. The Tyre King is flying. Shumiskin and Tainsley have just had a little bit of a knock, and Tainsley lost his wing.
I'll tell you what, that's actually gutting for Tainsley, because Tainsley had a great start, went up to 8th and then was up to 6th. Decided to pit for those hard tyres to go to the end, and now he's got some wing damage, which is really going to set him back here.
And he was already on them hard tyres as well, so he's got to come into pit.
Yeah, that's it. He's going to have to pit and maybe... Well, I mean, you have to change tyres as well, but that's the annoying thing. I wish you could not have to. Just be like, nah, keep them.
Yeah, keep the tyres, carry on.
Especially, like, they've done one lap, you know. Albeit, like, it's just...
Yeah, it's just a waste of tyres.
Yeah. So we've got Speedy up into 10th now, after his little troubles that he had.
I'm yawning already.
Mate, I'm not sleeping in this heat.
No, it's
like,
horrible. It is
and Olivia's been up like all night, every bloody night. Last night she didn't go to sleep. I passed out like 3 and she was still awake. When Sarah went to work at 6, like, it's not fun. I'm tired all the time.
I'm so hot. I'm literally sitting there, the sweat is coming off my face.
I'm sitting here, like, this is TMI, but I'm literally just sitting here in boxers with a fat, like, literally cuddling fans, and I'm sweating. I might actually, if I could move my monitors and my PlayStation into my bathroom, I'd literally fill up my bath with cold water.
Oh, could you imagine?
Lay in it. Oh, I don't. Might have to go shop and get ice.
Oh, you have yellow in sector. Sector 2. It looks like it's Crom.
That looks Crom. It is Crom indeed. Crom's had a bit of an off. Doesn't look like any damage though. So that is probably to do with the fact that the hard tyres take about a century to warm up.
Yeah, they're not nice tyres at all.
He probably got caught out a little bit there by that, but now he's followed by Matty and Claus. Claus now also has his nice new mediums, and Matty's on his hard tyres.
Matty will be trying to go to the end, I'm guessing.
Matty will be trying to go to the end. It would be interesting if Claus can try and catch up to Matty here. He's going to need to try and obviously make the most of his tyre.
Well, saying that, he's gained a 10th already.
I think he's going to reel him up, and I think he's going to catch him up. Yeah, we've got Speedy now right behind Prof Pratik. Speedy also has younger tyres, has a little bit of a lock-up. Obviously I don't know quite what assists everyone runs, but I know that Speedy does run no assists, because he always lets everyone know about it.
Yeah. He runs no assists. Shut up! Shut up, Speedy. No one cares.
He'd be fast if he didn't run assists. Okay, Joe. Nah, but it's looking good. It's got the DRS open down the back straight, and I think this is going to be quite a routine overtake. Prof doesn't even really give up much of a fight, knowing that it's pretty much signed, sealed, delivered.
No, in all fairness, anyone that does ride no assists, I've got massive respect for. I can't do it. It's ridiculous. Just keeping the car in a straight line.
It's a learning curve.
On board with Matty, he's still within that DRS zone of Crom after that mistake he made. Klaus is still 1.1 away. He needs to get within that 1 second mark.
So close. And so Sharu is actually chunking out the time to Scotty and Amar right now.
5 seconds already.
5.1 seconds. Yeah, he was 10. He was like 9.8, 10 when he came out, and he's now 5. So that was like 2 laps, and he's done. Although he just racked up a 3-second penalty, I don't think that's the first one I've seen from him. So
no, definitely not.
This is what it's all about, man. Like, people are getting penalties. So Sharu really is looking dead cert to win this race, at least on track. But the penalties he's got and the speed that Scotty and Amar seem to appear to have right now, it could all change.
It could all come down to the very last lap.
Exactly. Thierry is actually doing really well. 8 lap old mediums currently. Oh, as I say that, Amar gets the 3-second time penalty. He's right, you know. This race is going to be decided by who you and me talk about.
Well, to be honest, I was just thinking, Amar doesn't get penalties. It's quite rare to see him get a penalty.
Yeah, it is quite rare to see. I mean,
saying that, Claus just got in the
free. Strict.
Claus just got in the DRS zone of Matty, and Matty's dropped off the pace.
He has indeed. Yeah, he has dropped off the back of him. Let's see now. I don't think he's going to have enough chances. No, he had a little wiggle, letting him know he's still there, but thought against it. Looks like Scotty has just dropped about a second back from Amar there. I wonder if he had a little bit of an offer if his tyres are just slightly going off.
So that Prophet had to go for the Professor has gone in for a pit. Pratek.
So
he had a little pit there. He's at the back of the group.
We have trying to follow this battle with Matty and Claus. Let's see if he's going to try and have a go down here. Matty goes relatively defensive. And then even more defensive now.
Can't leave it open for him though.
Does get him round the outside. To be fair though, like they're teammates and it's more a fairly smart move because Claus is on the mediums and Matty's on the hards. Matty's tyres are going to come back, are going to get better, and Claus's will start going off. So if Claus is trying to get these,
Scotty's pitted.
Oh, Scotty has pitted. Yeah, I mean I did think his tyres must be getting a bit. He did start dropping off a little bit too quickly there. I don't know if he had a bit of an iffy moment, but so we've got mediums to hards for these guys.
If Matty can stay as well within DRS of Claus, he can pull him along.
Well, that's it. The gap actually between Amar and Shrew hasn't come down it has come down, but not as much as I thought.
No, not at all. So Singh is making them tyres last for him at the moment, which he does need to.
Yeah, I mean the problem he has at the moment is he'll probably come out, I would say, in third if he pits. I think it's about 20 seconds for a pit stop, right?
Yeah.
Crom is 22 and a half behind, so I can see him coming out. I mean, is Shrew going to get to the end on those tyres? I don't know.
We've got Tainsley and Max have both gone into. So Max is Tainsley. Max, Tainsley and Get Carter both got into the pits there, so they're on for new tyres as well. Whether they had contact, I'm not too sure on that one.
Wow, like this menu's so bad, man. Like it's all gone all off centre now because if people that run like 10 lap old tyres, it's made obviously a little bit bigger instead of it just.
Yeah, I know, it's horrible.
It looks this so bodged. Like I know they have a year to design it, but literally the interfaces must be the most simple thing. Amar Singh's now coming in for a set of hard tyres. That was a bit of a delayed stop there. That was weird, unless it was just the fact it was just latency with the stream, which is obviously a possibility. Coming back out on the hards, I'm expecting TP to go past him, which he does, and Cromarino
should just come out in front of this. Williams.
Cromarino didn't quite get it. Yeah, he's got in front of Claus and Matty. Matty is staying along with Claus though now, using not using DRS, but using the slipstream at least to try and pull himself along. Scotty is catching up to the back of Matty. Decky's kind of just chilling actually. A little bit of a word of his own. 3 seconds back from Scotty, and he's got 6 seconds back to Speedy. Speedy is definitely in a world of his own right now.
We got a little world about bro.
He'll probably be looking to stop soon. We've got Get Car. Let's give Car some screen time. That's enough. No, joking. Let's have a little lap with Carter here, TV pod style.
I want to stay on board this battle for 5th place between Klaus, Matty, Scotty. But at the moment, the gap between Klaus and Matty has started to spread a bit, but Scotty is hanging onto the back of Matty here, both on the hard tyres as well.
Yeah, Scotty's on like a fresh set of hards, so obviously if you can get him warmed up quickly, he's going to be quite quick. Or on Claus with a 3-second time penalty.
Yeah, the gap between Shrew, 13 seconds, him and TP. It's going to be very hard to catch that. It's a very good benchmark to set.
TNF1 _ esports went blah. I'm guessing that's
that's the Aussie, isn't it? It's the Aussie.
No, you mean the Kiwi?
No, I know what I meant. It's the Aussie.
No, okay.
Yeah, it annoys him.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, the Kiwi. He's the Kiwi. They're basically the same thing though, really. Australians, New Zealanders.
I mean, they sound pretty similar. Although I've had an issue, because I've been talking to Brett and Macca and stuff like that. Like every time I hear him speak or on a stream, I find myself randomly doing an Australian accent or New Zealand. They sound the same. But I'm like, why am I talking like this?
Imagine if you did a whole stream in Australia. Crikey, man! Look at the size of that overtake going round there. It's a beauty. That's a beauty. This is called a Renault. Oh god, I'm getting so much hate from Australia.
The part of me wants to try and do an accent, but I feel like, because I can't hear myself properly with my earphones on, I'm going to absolutely murder it, so I'm not going to. I ain't going to do it. the time needs to be right. Lighting needs to be correct. Be in the mood.
So, I'm gonna go to my go-to and just do a whole thing in Bromé. Talk Lloyd this now. But I'll be very bored and race.
Yeah, but you've been dating a Brummie for about 6 years, so
Now
or 8 years.
that accent's mastered, mate. So, on the back of Scotty now, as he's going to overtake against Matty. DRS is wide open. Matty has got his DRS open as well from Klaus ahead of him. Going to be close there, down to the break-in. So that's Scotty's going to be nose ahead going into the corner. Does make it stick. But crucially now,
really close to Cromarino. I'm just jumping on board with Max here. Max currently down in 14th on a fresh set of mediums, really close to the back of Carter, who's on a fresh set of hards. So, Max goes a little bit wide, but that's actually not going to hinder him too much. He's going to get a good run down to here and be able to get DRS down the net back straight. So let's see what he's going to do.
Big is very close to Crom.
This Max got a nice exit there. Carter goes really defensive to the inside here. Max takes the outside. Is it going to happen? Carter's defending the inside line. No, that's close. They almost touched. That was nice racing, to be fair. Carter defended really, really valiantly. And I literally think it was just the traction from the mediums that Tainsley had which got him through there. But Carter's coming back at him, going to go down the inside. Max goes a little bit wide. And, gets a bit of a back end out. So Carter does retake 13th position. And Max gets a time penalty for running wide at that corner. The corner cutting on this game is absolute trash.
It's ridiculous. There we go. Sing's going on a move on Crom for third place. Makes it nice and early done. A very good move. And Scotty has got past.
Scotty's got past Claus.
Yeah, brilliant overtake there.
Matty's still there as well. Matty's on the hard tyres, so he's going to find himself coming back through. I feel like Claus might be coming to the end of his good tyre life compared to the hards kind of coming into it. Amar now he's right on the back of Thierry here. Thierry's had a really quiet race,
Yeah, we did not mention him too much in this race.
No, I mentioned him before, saying he's done well. I think he was in fourth at that point, and he's kind of just been just plodding along really. But he's up and currently in second place. He does have Amar and Cromarino really close behind. He is also on 14 lap old mediums, and he will have to change them. So, but you know what? Nice quiet race. He's done alright so far. Let's see how long he can maybe possibly defend these guys off for. I think the traction's gonna be Amar pretty much pushing him along now.
It's going to be a big difference here. Matty's still on the back of his teammate there. Half a second.
Very close gap.
It looks like that these Williams are not going to give up that easily.
No, they're doing alright. 6th and 7th. Good chunk of points for the Williams team here. Is Amar going to go? Nah, Amar's, he knows what he's doing.
He ain't that silly. He knows what he's doing.
He knows what he's doing.
From the back, the tower looks like a zebra.
Yeah, it does a little bit, doesn't it? Amar down the inside. Thierry not even fighting it. Knows that the tyre difference is pretty severe.
Brilliant move.
Amar is up into second, and now the chase is on.
Oh, Klaus has come in. Klaus has pitted for a new set of tyres.
11 laps to catch Shrew. Well, to catch and overtake Shrew. Now, Shrew's on 9 lap old mediums. I mean, they could get to the end, I reckon, if he pushed them, but I think he'll be so slow by the end of that Amar won't even need to try hard to get past him.
Yeah.
So this could be really interesting. Amar could have played an absolute blinder strategy-wise. Obviously, he started from the back of the grid after crashing. I'm going to actually stop talking because I feel like he'll crash if I keep going on about it. Might let him get his head down and concentrate. Let's jump on the board with Cromarino here because I think Cromarino is
he's very close to the back of TV.
He wants some Thierry pie all over the back of him.
So Patrick has gone into the pits as well now, so he goes to the back of the grid at the moment. He was on them soft tyres and now put on the hards.
Yes. Carter is still kind of keeping up with Max here, 1.7 behind him. Still slightly dropping off, but again, I still feel like if Carter can keep within reach, I feel like Tainsley's medium's going to go off and his hards will be fine still. Cromarino's getting a slipstream down the back straight. See what he's probably going to obviously line himself up the main straight overtake. I'm surprised TP's gone this long on his tyres, Obviously,
yeah, it's 15 lap old. Very long. to go on the tyres. I don't think they're going to go another 10 laps, so he will need to
Crom's
pit.
got the speed. Alright, Crom has split to the inside here. I don't think Thierry's even going to fight it. I think Thierry's trying to make it last till the end because he doesn't. If he pits now, he will lose like what 1, 2, 4 places, 4 to 5 places possibly.
He'll probably come out just
like
behind.
4. I think he'll come out just behind Speedy.
Oh, Speedy, yeah, it's good.
I was thinking just Speedy. Oh, and Twitch just got past Shumiskin.
Crom's just gone as purple sector.
Oh, Shumiskin's pitted. That's why. Getting rid of those 10 lap old mediums. Prof Pratik. Pratik's actually kind of had a bit of a quiet race actually. Again, just kind of plodding along. Currently on 5 lap old hards. 21 seconds back from.
Oh,
Shumiskin.
sorry, interrupted you. Decky spun. Decky spun on the first death corner.
Oh.
They come out just ahead of Speedy.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Let's put Speedy right over the back of him, and he's also going to have the momentum. Let's see if Joe is going to try and take advantage of this little slip up.
Got DRS as well.
Going to have a few little tyre issues right now, so
wow, look at the acceleration of that. That Renault is gone.
Yeah, definitely running definitely got some lower downforce than what Speedy's running there.
Speedy will probably come to the conclusion that it's because Decky runs with assists.
I don't think Decky does run with assists.
Does he not?
Decky doesn't run with assists.
There you go.
I don't think so.
There's a puncher on the.
Yeah. See, this is the thing. This is the thing on this game. Like punches, I feel like if you push your tyres too hard in this game, you get a puncher. So I think he had an aim, and his aim was probably this sort of time.
I think Speedy's heard that, and he's on the same old lap old tyres, and it's coming as well.
Yeah, that's true actually, as we're getting old. Although he seems like he's not punching him yet, so his tyres are obviously a bit old, but
yeah, TP definitely had a puncher on TP's car.
Yeah, he definitely had the front left puncher there.
Never seen that before,
okay,
so that was quite good to watch.
Let's do a gap check. Am I seeing 9.9 seconds? 9 seconds to catch up with Sharu.
10 now.
Well, yeah, okay, 9.9, 10. The difference is Sharu has to do 9 more laps, technically, or like 8.5 more laps on these tyres, right?
Yep.
We've just seen a blowout on, what was it, 17 laps?
Lap 17, yep. 17 lap old tyres.
So we're looking at him having to do 20 laps on these medium tyres.
Oh.
So, I mean, also I think he'll lose, because one thing I realised with Thierry was dropping off the pace. He had good pace still, but he was dropping off the pace which allowed people to get past him, and it wasn't too much of a fight. And I can see the same thing happening to Shri, where he gets to the stage where his tyres just won't cope with the speed, and it's already starting to happen because now the gap is 8.4 seconds. He's done like a second to a second and a half in like one sector.
Yeah, it's very good. So I'm just currently on board with battle between Pratek and Shumiskin. Shumiskin got alongside, and Pratek just slammed the door on him. So he's going to be going for this corner here. More contact there as he goes through, but Shumiskin is past. Tainsley is on the battle as well.
Yeah, and Thierry has just got past Dean as well. Oh, Dean's come back at him, but oh, well, I just never making that. He went for it. Decky thought, sack it, I'm doing it. Tried to dive in on that first corner there, but ran wide, and Thierry comes away with the 6th position. Now, he's going to be rapid. I just don't... It is possible that he could try and claw back that gap.
More contact, sorry, between Pratik and Tainsley there. Pratik late braked himself and closed the door on Max as he's going round. Max was going to have a look going into his first corner, late on the brakes, and again slammed the door on by Pratik. It's quite aggressive driving from the Ferrari.
Little bit naughty though. This is one thing. There was actually I can't remember. There was a similar incident actually. I think it was in the Tier 1. Oh, yeah, I mean, that's actually just bad awareness. I'm going to throw that out there. There was a similar thing with the Tier 1 no assists, and someone was overtaken around the outside and kind of just cut up the person on the inside that he was overtaken, and it wasn't really...
wasn't a fair move.
It wasn't a fair move. I mean, he knew he was obviously sorry for doing it, but that was more than one incident of Prof Pratik not giving Tainsley enough space.
And Shumiskin as well in the lap earlier.
Oh, okay, and Shumiskin in the lap earlier, but I feel like there's obviously a certain distance when someone's up alongside you that you've got to give them at least one car's width. And
oh, the Tyre King is pitting. Sorry, change the subject quickly. The Tyre King is pitting.
Oh, look, he's changed in 2020.
Yeah, he's not the same, man. Not the same.
He's not the Tyre King anymore.
Oh.
Prof is actually still right on the back of Max though, so Max, he could actually have a go coming back at him. I might say more of this because
going back to what you were saying, you do need to be more aware when you come to driving, because you can't be taking, like, you know, just not caring about the other car. You have to leave a car's with, especially if you're a defender.
Yeah, I mean, the thing, it works both ways, but the one thing you've got to do, especially this early in the season, if people don't, and that was a bit, he just kind of hit the back of Max there. Obviously, thought he was trying to brake a bit later than possible. And one thing that can kind of happen, right? If people don't know who you are in league races, and there'll be, I mean, obviously there's a few people here from last season, and there's a few new people. If you start racing with someone and you start, you know, you're too aggressive, or you cut them up, or you make silly mistakes, they're going to be super cautious around you and not want to really race like head to head with you, and that becomes an issue for yourself because they're super weary. You know, you want to
on the flip side, they could be too aggressive with you, and then just like Tainty just now on the lap ahead, didn't give a shit and just pushed him out. Oh, sorry, didn't give a crap and pushed him out the way.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. They either go, right, I need to get past him now, or it's going to end badly, and then it can actually end badly. Or
they wait too long and it ruins both your races.
You know, there's a racing etiquette, but look, that's just it's early on in the season. Everyone's going to learn throughout the season of what they're doing. So
Speedy sets the new fastest lap on a 128.3
with those soft tyres on. I assume Prof's probably going to come in for a new wing because he just ran really wide.
Yeah, Get Carter's on the back of him as well.
Yeah, Get Carter's on the
So he will get free DRS off of that if he doesn't go into the pits. He is staying out though.
Well, maybe he's going to try, and I think Carter's going to have him quite easily here. I don't think there's much of a contest. Carter goes to the inside. Prof tries to go back to the inside. He's going to try and go late braking. He does late brake, and he runs a little bit wide. Carter jumps down. See, that was nice. See, that was a good little bit of race. That wasn't.
That was not.
That was okay. Yeah, you've. All right. Yeah, doesn't have a clue. I'm just going to call that right there. That's silly. Like, cause all you've done now is just cost more of your wing. That was too aggressive.
That's far too aggressive there. Could have took out Carter as well in the process of it.
It was reckless though, that was the thing. It could have ended Carter's race, or spun him out, or ruined it. Like, he's already had had his race not go his own way. He's down in 12th position. Just kind of having a Sunday drive. Don't get me wrong, not trying to stop anyone racing. But you can't try and damage someone else's car or ruin someone else's race.
Sometimes you just got to concede a position. Someone's faster than you, just give it up and concede it. It's probably best. Sometimes it's best doing that because you lose more time if you're going to battle it when it's not necessary, or you'll break your wing like we just saw there.
Exactly. We're about to see a change in the lead soon. Amar Singh has chopped
down
I've
just seen the gap.
4 laps.
That has come down ridiculously.
To 8/10, and Sharu looks like he's struggling on those tyres. We could see a puncher. He's obviously going to try and see it through because if he pits now, he's going to be well far down. But I don't think those tyres are going to last. It looks like he's having a lot of lockups, but I don't know if that's to do with just the stream latency or what.
No, I got that as well. That was definitely a lockup there. He's twitching all over the place, but I mean, yeah, that could be his latency.
His connection. Oh, a bit of a back step out. That's definitely tyres, or early on the throttle. He's also got 6% ERS left, where Amar with a
65%. Whoa, okay, that took him out by surprise.
Lag. That was lag, I think.
Yeah, that definitely was lag.
That happened there. Amar's car's fine. That was definitely lag.
Whoa,
what the hell?
I don't know what happened there, but Sharu is out.
I mean, that was lag, and I think that was.
There's a wheel come off there.
Amar.
I'm looking back on my replay cam. It just looked like he's just trying to swipe Amar. I don't know if that was true or not, because obviously his connection isn't great. But he's out of the race. Which does bring Scotty up into podium position. Matty has taken this opportunity to pit. He's now pitting on soft tyres. TP's done the same.
Well, yeah, it's worth it. You're not going to lose as much time behind the safety car. Or a virtual safety car, I should say.
Get Carter's got a drive for a penalty.
I think Get Carter with a race to forget.
Yeah, definitely. Not had a great day today. have a look. Anyone else
Sometimes
is
it just
coming to the
doesn't go your
pit.
way, man. I know he's a solid racer
The
car.
Decky's pitted again.
As well.
This is not the same Decky we're used to. Decky pitting again.
Decky has turned into, I can't even say the other word, but he's the
hang on, no, tell a lie, it's drive through. He had a drive through penalty. There we go.
Okay, I take it back.
Get Carter serving his one as well.
Tainesy's going down the inside of Shimiskin there. Shimiskin's got the inside line now, and I assume Tainesy's just going to grab the DRS.
Going on the
in. Covers off the inside, so it goes to the outside. Shimiskin's
outbreaks himself though.
Yeah, the thing with that corner is you can go in quite hot because it's such a wide exit.
Oh, he's still there.
Shimiskin did there. Oh, that's going to end badly. That is a dodgy corner. That corner is not fun, especially going too wide.
That was very brave from Shimiskin, and he slammed on his brakes. Looks like he got the angle wrong on that. Tainsley kind of got away with it.
On the apex. Yeah, there's no damage, so a little bit naughty from Shimiskin, but you know, it wasn't no damage.
So fortunate this time, but I could have ended in a pit stop for Max there.
So quick rundown. We've currently got Amar from last, currently in first position.
Gotta be driver
second
today.
We've got Cromarino. Third we've got Scotty. Fourth we've got Matty. Fifth we've got Claus. Sixth we have TP. Seventh we have Speedy. Eighth we have Shimiskin. Ninth Tainsley. 10th we have Dean. 11th we have Pratik. 12th we have Patrick. And 13th we have Carter.
I do think though that Tainsley will eventually be up into 9th. No, but he has done his winging. He has damaged wing.
Oh, he has damaged his wing a bit. It's obviously the weird thing is, like, usually I swear on the last game, like if it was like light green, maybe to yellow, it wouldn't matter too much. But like in this game, I feel like you might not see anything, but if it's light green, he's got drive through.
That's a drive through penalty.
Must be during virtual.
Yeah, it must be the virtual.
Maybe. So he loses out to he loses out to Dean and to Pratik. So Tainesy's got a little bit of work to do if he's going to try and get some points today. I don't know about
laps
penalties
as well.
for the other two, but.
Behind they have Get Carter desperately chasing down the back of Patrick.
He is indeed.
Just is in DRS here, so he won't be able to do anything on this lap, but they've set him up for the next. Sounds like Get Carter just pulled outside my house. Jesus.
Yeah.
It's very close. So yeah, the other death corner is this one here, isn't it? That is the other death corner. That takes a lot of drivers by surprise.
So, and that's Amar Singh coming up behind to lap his teammate Carter there. So these two, obviously, Patrick and Carter, are going to have to be a little bit wary that Amar Singh's coming up behind him. I don't think Carter will, obviously, will let his teammate go, obviously guaranteed. But
this could also cause a bit of. This could be tactics between the two. If they're in a party together, you know, fake it until you make it. Make out that Amar. Well, make out that Get Carter as Amar, and then. Sazen just lets him through.
I mean, I don't think Sazen would fall for that.
Well, you never know.
Wow, Carter just got a penalty for that. Really?
That's a bit much. That's a bit much.
It didn't even look like he went off the track like at all.
I'm going to look at my stream again because of a replay cam.
What? That literally didn't even.
Hey, on.
I thought.
Literally, he must have been off for the splittest of seconds. Tainsy's in the pit again. Bad. So Tainsy's coming to the pits.
Yeah.
Must be going for fastest lap, maybe, I don't know.
I do.
No, it's a new wing, so it did get damage from that contact. Okay. Get Carter still behind. Currently, at the moment, not in the way of Amar, but it will be wise to get out of the way fairly soon. Amar's only got a 6-second gap between him and Crom.
Yeah, he has been pulling away though, and I think Amar doesn't want to get involved in this because I think it'll be worse for him. I mean, he could easily. Wow. I mean, the thing is as well. There's Patrick's right behind Pratik as well, so we're talking 3 cars. I assume Carter's about to let Amar go, which he does. Which puts Carter off the back of Patrick there. Patrick is right on the back.
Patrick's got to be very careful now to know that this is Amar and not Get Carter.
And, Patrick's just lost part of his wing. Patrick just hit the back of Pratik and lost a bit of his wing there. and so he's going to be moving out the way. And I assume it's just a bit of cheeky little double play.
That's it. That's what I'm saying. I think this is going to be a little play, and he does make it stick. He does do it.
He does make it
goes
stick.
for it.
Carter is
genius at the moment. Genius play from the Alfa Romeos.
Carter follows Amar Singh for like half a lap and turns into him. He's like, oh, I got this now. So this could be a good little finish. This
but again, Prot's got to know not to defend this.
That's Amar. Oh, I don't think he knows that. And he's just cut him up again, ignoring blue flag. Yeah.
I'd take a penalty for that. I don't blame him.
Yeah.
But the gap now between...
did crash.
Sorry, the gap between Crom and 4.6 seconds. So if Lamar's got 2 penalties, he wants to get past this Ferrari as fast as he can. So Proc needs to move out the way.
I think
he's defending him. What are you doing?
He doesn't know it's Amar. He doesn't know it's Amar.
You need to know the rules of the race, because this is ridiculous.
This has been a little bit of a shambles here. If this costs Amar Singh, this is not. It wasn't an auto spin, Brett. I don't think. It looked like he went to cover off Amar, and Amar was alongside him, and he kind of swept.
Amar's broke his front wing on Protz.
Was that Amar?
Yeah, that was Amar. So that's a front wing damage there. He's only got 2 corners or 3 corners to go, but Crom is right on his tail. This has not been a good ending for Amar. 2.5 or 2.0 seconds. Quite disappointed there with Prof.
Let's see what happens.
As Amar crosses the line, he will be the winner.
He's got 1 penalty, we know that. What does Crom have?
He does give it away.
And he goes. So that's shocking. I'm sorry,
that's
but
cost Amar the race.
It wasn't just he's cost Amar the race. He's also damaged other people's races the whole time. That's not what I'd like to see, but I'm not going to go out on it on stream. It's not fair. I'm not trying to single people out, but there was definitely some issues in that race.
No, I think drivers need to not understand the blue flag rule and the driving etiquette, because that is not good racing, unfortunately. Tainsley's got the fastest lap during all of that mayhem. Well done, Tainsley. With Shimmer Skin waiting for him to cross the line now. But yeah, that's I can't get over that. I feel sorry for Amar, to be honest. I mean, he's not going to be a happy bunny when he comes in.
I said like I'm not going to go about on his stream, but I was like, you kind of did. You kind of still did. Yeah, I know. It's not nice to see, and I think anyone.
But Brett, if you said if you were watching it, you can't condone anything like that.
I don't know if you were here earlier.
Oh, I just missed the battle, I just missed the battle to the line between Speedy and Decky. Decky didn't come out on top there. Higher Klaus was a great race today, mate. Fifth place, very well done.
Yeah, there's Thierry had quite a quiet race, had a bit of damage, had to pit again, comes in 6th. I think respectable race from Thierry, definitely. Twitch, obviously Claus, great race. Same for Matty. Amar Singh is going to get my.
Well, we don't do it anymore, do we? We don't pick it anymore. And he gets it anyway.
There you go. See? Me and the game, we're on point. Should have been first. It's unlucky. Yeah. You're the party leader.
I am.
Get him in.
Yes, sir. 1 second, guys. My stream will go down while I quickly invite him. Although the party is open, isn't it? No, it's not. Okay. Invite players. Now, it was a good race, but it's a shame to see that end in the way it did. I don't believe I have the other 2. Who was second? Alex? Scotty was Scotty, yeah. So I'll see if I got Scotty. I should have Scotty on my friends list. If not, I have to go into the what's the name in a minute? It's a different Scotty. Okay, I'll do it from the
which is what cost him.
So we go through. Alex, go through the standings while I invite these guys.
Trick 12th we have Pro Petite, because I actually don't know his name.
Just send these guys friend requests so they can actually, you know, accept me.
It was a good race. There was some a lot of drama, but it was drama that could have been avoided, and the race probably could have been more entertaining had it not happened.
Yeah, I tell you, my heart just goes out to Omar. That's not the way you want to see races happen or end in that matter. Okay, so trying to get these guys into the party at the moment, so my stream will keep dropping for a sec. And oh, that's the wrong person. I said I invited Matty by mistake. Sorry, Matty. Didn't mean to invite you there, pal. Have to let him know then.
Join Matty and just shout at Hobo, just shout abuse at Hobo. Abuse! Abuse!
Oh, for God's sake, this is ridiculous. Come on. This game.
What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to invite them, but it's just giving me all their licenses. It's not giving me what I want, and every time I go to change it, it disappears. Thank you. I've sent them friend requests, but they're not at the moment joining.
Why?
I don't know whether it will kick me out of this party.
If you view their profile, no, if you
chatting party. Right, okay. I've invited them all, obviously. Who was the other one?
Oh, hang on, I have to be right back. My daughter was just obviously knocking on my door, so that's great timing. 2 seconds.
Yeah, cool. I'll get these guys in. Welcome, Singh. I'm just getting the other guys invited into the party. Please bear with us. Okay, where is the other one? Looking for Scotty. Scotty too high, where are you, mate? Alice is obviously going to sort out his daughter, because his daughter has just started knocking on the door. Don't want that. Okay. The moment I've invited the other two, they're not coming yet. So we'll start with yourself. You can't be very happy after that race.
I mean,
because we were watching it, and I did say to Alex, I wonder if anyone's gonna try, or if you and Get Car were gonna try and do a sneaky one, and so see like you did on Sazen, and get the both of you to go through at the same time. But then I also said that maybe someone's going to mistake you for Get Carter and not let you pass, and we kind of saw that with Prof.
Yeah, I think that's what happened. He's probably just got us confused and not let me pass, but it's okay, I guess.
So even like, I'd be fuming. I'm not gonna lie, I'd be absolute like throwing things at the telly, effing and blinding. Like you come in, yeah, it's fine, you know, I'm cool.
Well, you can't change it now, right? Like,
yeah, that's true. So other than the last few laps, how was the race for you? So you started last, to come from last to what should have been first. It was a great achievement, a great drive from you today.
Yeah, I just took it, tried to be careful basically, just trying not to get into any incidents, but that didn't happen in the end, I guess. And then, I don't know what happened with Shiru.
Yeah, we didn't see that. We was on board with you, and we was watching the battle, and it looked like he tried to cover you off. Maybe connection had an issue with you, and maybe he got stuck on you on his game, and it threw him against the wall. But
I think that's what's happened. Yeah.
We couldn't see anything from our point of view. At first, it looks like Shiru was trying to taking you out, but knowing Shiru as a driver, knowing yourself, that wouldn't have happened. So we just assumed maybe one of you got the bad latency off on Shiru's end, got stuck on you from his angle, as he's tried to pull off. He's kind of got thrown onto the wall.
Yeah, I think he defended it really late, and then it just lag took over and.
Yeah, just threw him against. But yes, that helped you out quite a lot. But you was obviously already going to get him anyway on them tyres.
I was hoping to. I don't know. I don't know why he tried to go to the end on those tyres as well. That was quite interesting.
We did see a puncher as well on lap 17 from TP. So they didn't last very long, their medium tyres, and we was waiting for Shiru either to pit or to get a puncher himself, because he was trying to make him go 20 laps, I believe. We worked out to be.
Must have been 80% or something.
Yeah, it must have been horrible. But yeah, TP did pick up a puncher as he did have to pit. So, not the greatest starts. But I think third place for you you could quite a good place to be from last place. I'd be happy with that, to be honest. Obviously, wasn't first, but it's unfortunate. Would you be are you going to be clipping in the incident between you and Prof?
I don't know. I'll do it just because like that's like a standard courtesy, isn't it? Like just get out of the way.
Yeah, it is. He should be more aware, a bit more driver sense and race etiquette with that. So it looks like the other two won't be joining us, but you was also our driver of the day as the game chosen. He was going to be that anyway. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah.
And then our next track we've got, I believe, is the new one, isn't it? Vietnam.
Vietnam.
Oh, well, God, hello. Where'd you come from?
Well, so I thought I muted my mic when I left, and then I came back and pressed the mute button, and I think I didn't mute my mic when I left, and I muted it when I came back.
So, do you have any questions for our Mark before we move on to a different subject?
You've probably already covered all the points, haven't you, really? I would have thought. I obviously missed most of it. I only came in when you were talking about Shrew.
Yeah.
What do you think? Did you think when you started from last that you could pull off coming technically first? You were robbed. I'm not going to lie. To have that such a good race.
I was aiming for a podium at least. I think with Shu and Young Lights, they were quite quick, and I didn't think I would be able to catch them. But with Young Lights going out on the first lap, it was less of a challenge, I guess.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Well, great race. It was great to watch, and you know, I tried not to talk about you too much, so I didn't want you to crash out. But
the commentators' cars was coming into effect quite a lot.
It was quite bad,
it was well bad in quality.
Sorry, guys. In all fair, actually, in our defence, we wasn't watching you during quali, so that was your fault.
Yeah, to be fair, we were like, oh, what happened?
I bowled it. I tried saving it, and I just flung the other way.
I was unlucky, but you said you done really well. Vietnam, have you raced it much on this new game, new track?
I've done one race in career mode.
How'd you think of it? What do you think?
It seems like an alright track. The straight, the really long back straight is. I don't have to use like overtake there because you have to use it for so long. But I don't know.
That's going to be the overtaking spot because obviously you use it too early, you're going to get beat. Or it's going to be difficult. It's going to be fun to watch, I think. But that's going to be. I think that's the only place you can really overtake on that track. It's quite a tight. We're making up words now. It's quite a tight track, but it'll be fun to watch, I believe, for us anyway. So we'll wish you luck with that race, Amar. Hopefully you don't get cucked again like you did.
We'll see.
We'll see. Alex, great race today, wasn't it? Brilliant.
Yeah, man, it was. No, you know what? Like, it was a good race throughout. And that drama kind of added to it. It was slightly disappointing from certain perspectives, but it was a good race overall. There's plenty of drama. Obviously, Drome going out in the first lap. I didn't see what happened if that was just due to him spinning out or whatnot. So people were making mistakes. Obviously, we had a puncture. Quite a few people were pitting a lot. There was broken wings everywhere. It was quite entertaining though. There was a lot to talk about. There was never really a moment where it was just like, what's going on? There was always kind of a battle going on between someone. It was nice seeing like teammates quite close together in Claus and Matty. That was nice to watch coming through. It was nice to see Decky have to pit more than once in a race. That was something I don't usually see.
Yeah, Decky's not the. Yeah, he's losing the rank of Tiger King. Tiger King even.
Tiger King. I know, that's what I'm saying.
It might be a one-off. It might be a one-off. I don't think it was actually Decky. I think it was someone racing for Decky, because that is not the one we're used to.
Yeah, I know, it could have been. But Patrick wants us to talk about Pro.
We've talked about Pro enough, I think.
We've spoken about him a lot. The only thing I guess I can round it off with is the thing is, I think this is his first league. I think it's very different when you come into a league, especially when pretty much everyone in this race has kind of been here before. You just have to be a little bit more aware, and
it's just that, isn't it? It's just having a bit more race awareness.
I don't want to completely berate him and him lose his confidence and not want to race, because we obviously want him here 100%, and you're going to learn. Like, even when I came in to start, like it's very different. It's a bit more overwhelming. It's so completely different than just jumping in like a 5-lap lobby or whatever they do. It'd be nice for him to learn from this. I can imagine that there'll be a few clips against him, but hopefully he doesn't take that badly and takes that to work to improve, and then I think he'll be a good driver. So
yeah, fingers crossed.
It's always a learning curve.
Just make sure, said you understand what the flags mean as you're going along as well, because it does help when you know what a blue flag is.
Yeah, and it's some people are super aggressive, and judging by today, he does look like an aggressive driver, especially on defence, but also in overtaking. But you know, we've got to just be smart, use your head a little bit more.
Yeah,
I'll give him the benefit of the doubt for this one.
Yeah. I mean, technically, kind of first race, it's like all right.
And he was followed by 2 Alfa Romeo, so it could be quite confusing for him.
Yeah, he was fighting with a couple of people, so...
Yeah, so I said so, because what I thought when I was watching, he was fighting with Patrick, and I was at that point where you was let pass by Get Carter, so I thought to myself, maybe it's going to be a confusing map for both of them, to be honest, because suddenly you're behind, and they won't be expecting it. I think Patrick moved out the way quite quickly, got out of your way, and then we saw what happened with you and Prof. But I say, we'll just hope that it doesn't happen again, and he's sort of learned from his mistakes.
I mean, it's not the first time we've seen it, not from him, but last season I remember we saw a race, and I can't remember who it was, but someone was very similar. And they're still racing, and haven't seen much since. So
yeah, it's just it. It's just a learning curve for everyone, isn't it?
Exactly.
But guys, thank you for watching the stream. This will be posted up on our DXT TV live YouTube channel after the race, if you do want to watch it again, or if you have just caught the end of it. But I said, I've been DXT Hobo. Please like and subscribe to myself and to Alex, DXT Neevo, or Neevo Gaming, his Twitch handle.
Yeah, follow me on Twitch.
Yeah, so thank you very much. Like and subscribe.
Let me feed myself.
Need to feed our babies.
I'm furloughed.
You're not furloughed. I am still furloughed. I'm
furloughed.
You're not furloughed. No, you're not furlouged. You're open.
I am furloughed. Yeah, I'm yeah, but I'm only doing 3 days a week.
Okay, I'll let you off. I'm not doing any days a week.
Yeah, you're alright. See you later, Patrick. Thank you. Yeah, thank you all very much for watching.
Thank you, Amar, for joining us.
Yes, obviously. Did the other two not come in?
No, they didn't come in.
Rude. Well, that's it. All right. Well,
we got the best driver to talk to. It's fine.
Pretty much. We had the actual technical race winner. He should have won.
Yeah, that's all we needed.
Not taking away from anyone else because everyone else raced well, but. Yeah.
I am, but Amar should have won. Alright, anyway, thank you guys for watching. We'll be here back same time next week, and we will be streaming other races, so please keep an eye on our channels. But from all of us here, thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.
Bye.